Hey, welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. We're going to talk about as you think, so you're becoming, and deciding what your priorities are so you can live your life by design. And we're going to have an interesting time this evening. I thought I'll come on here just for a short while because I haven't done a live stream for a while. Good to see you on here. Welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. I am live streaming from London. Welcome to the live stream. We're going to talk about personal growth, personal development, how to make decisions that are helpful for you, how to love your life, how to grow in confidence, how to love who you are. You know, I am somebody who has done the journey. I worked in healthcare for many years and I work as a coach. I support individuals who are in transition, people who want to create a life by design. Welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. I help you create a roadmap that works for you, how to make life work for you in this busy world, in this craziness that's happening, you know, all these different things going on 24/7. How do you make life work for you? It's deciding what your priorities are. Yes? So deciding your priorities is such a powerful thing to do because it helps us understand what matters to us. Yes? You see, life is full of challenges and we all have to decide what matters to you. So one of the things I do as a coach is to help you build your personal brand, how to make sure you design a website so you can promote your products and your services. Because as you think about yourself, so you are becoming, and there's really nobody to blame. Yes, welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. Good to see you on here. I thought I'll come on here and just talk about as you think, as you see yourself, so you're becoming. If you think you can become successful, you will definitely become successful. If you think you can have a great relationship, marriage, a great partner, great friendships, that can happen because as a man thinks, so he is, the Bible says. The Bible says, as you see yourself, so you're becoming. As you see yourself, so you're becoming. And we act in harmony with who we are. Yes? Say, for example, if somebody feels insecure in a relationship because maybe they feel, you know, they are in a relationship with somebody who is too good for them. This person will sabotage that relationship. This person will unconsciously do things that make it difficult to be in relationship with them. But when you're in a relationship with somebody who's secure with themselves, who they are, they know what they bring to the table, that is a great person to be in a relationship with. Everybody wants to be in a relationship with somebody who's happy, who's confident, who's working on their own life, who's working on their dreams. That is a great person to be in relationship. Because when you come in partnership, you want to add value to their life and they will add value to your life. A lot of people, I realize and I notice, I avoid discussing relationships because it's just, but anyway, as a coach, it's the things I have to talk about. So welcome to my live stream. Good to see you on here. We're going to talk about as you see yourself, so you are becoming. As you see yourself, so you are becoming. If you're the kind of person who only does a little bit of work to grow your business, it won't happen. Yes, you have to be consistent. Listen to this. In the time we are living in, we all have so many things that demand our attention, right? So any business owner, new and old, you have to be showing up on a regular basis for customers to even think about you. Yes? And we are living in times where customers want to find you on Instagram. Customers want to find you on YouTube. Customers want to see if you have a website. Customers want to see if you have an email list, right? People are checking. We are living in times where there's a lot of things demanding our attention. So you have to decide, who am I, right? And you have to be willing to commit to the person that you are. Because we only do things that are in agreement with who we believe we are. Yes? For example, somebody can believe I come from a difficult background, I come from a poor background, there are no wealthy people in my family. If you believe that is all that's possible for you, you will not be willing to do the work, you will not be willing to start a business, you will not be willing to solve problems in the marketplace. Because you believe I come from a poor background, I come from a difficult background, I come from a working class background, everybody in my family does this. So when you accept that as your normal, yes, then that will be your normal. Nobody can convince you otherwise. But listen to this. When I started doing live streams last year, about a year ago, welcome to my live stream. Please share this live stream. This live stream is going to be empowering, encouraging, and inspirational, because I want all of you, I want all of us to do well. I want all of us to do well. I want all of us to be happy with the life we are living. There is nothing as miserable as living a life you don't want. Yes? Who agrees with me? There is nothing as miserable as being in a job that you don't like. There is nothing as miserable as being in a relationship that is hard with somebody who doesn't support you. There is nothing as miserable as living in a neighborhood you don't like. This is why life gives us options. And I have to be careful what I say here. One of the things I enjoy about coaching is about really being honest with yourself. Yes, welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. Good to see you on here. Let's hang out. We're just going to talk about as you see yourself, so you're becoming. How to create your life by design. It's a topic I really enjoy because it gives all of us permission to live the life that we choose, to build relationships we want. So I'm not sure TikTok is asking me to do something here. I have no idea. Welcome to the live stream. Good to see you on here. Anyhow, so we're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about relationships. Listen, there are people who want to be in a great relationship, but they don't have a great relationship with themselves. Let me say that again. There are people who want to be in a great relationship, but they don't have a great relationship with themselves. They don't like who they are. They don't like the job they do. They don't like their life. Yes? So think about it this way. When you don't like your life, you're not working on your life. We're talking about as you see yourself, so you are becoming. The Bible says, as you think about yourself, so you are becoming. Yes? So when we're talking about relationships right now, it is hard to be in a relationship with somebody who doesn't like who they are. They don't like their life. They don't feel like they have opportunities. It is tough to be in a relationship with somebody who is blaming everybody else. Somebody who doesn't take responsibility for their life and their actions. That kind of a person is a nightmare to be in a relationship with. So we're talking about relationships because many of us have found ourselves in a situation where we got into a relationship with somebody and realized they are not the person they claim to be. You realize this person is just taking advantage of your kindness, your big heart, your generosity. What do you do? So we're going to talk about that a little bit. So we're going to talk about relationships, work life, and creating your life by design, creating your ideal lifestyle. Let me just say at the beginning, your ideal lifestyle is going to be expensive. Whatever you decide to do, your ideal lifestyle has a cost to it. It's going to cost something. Your ideal lifestyle, all of us, even for me, it's going to cost something. There will be some sacrifice required. People sometimes don't want to accept this. If you want a great relationship, all of us have to be willing to work on who you are. You have to be willing to go on a healing journey. You have to be willing to start loving who you are and accepting yourself. Accepting yourself is a powerful thing. Accepting yourself is a powerful thing. People don't realize that when you accept yourself, you're giving yourself permission to build your ideal lifestyle. When you accept yourself, you are giving yourself permission to build your ideal lifestyle. What does that mean? You accept who you are. You celebrate who you are. You don't apologize for your gifts and talents. You don't downplay your gifts and talents. You don't try to minimize yourself to make other people comfortable. You show up and you show out, even if other people think you are a show-off. Because you see, for people who are hurting, who are insecure, who are not willing on their own lifestyle, thank you so much for the hearts and the likes, they will think you are showing off when you show up as confident and you love yourself. And you have high standards for relationships. There are people who can't accept that. Because people don't realize your relationships can make or break you. The people you allow in your life can make or break you. This is important. If you are a Christian, you are a church person, word to the wise. Somebody can even claim to go to church. They can even be active serving. They could even be a worship leader. But they are not a safe person to be in relationship with. There are people who go to church, they are regular, but they are not safe to be in relationship with. Because they actually don't have a relationship with God. Yes? So how do we protect ourselves from people who are not what they claim to be? Here it comes. I love this topic. I love this topic. You have to build your own life. Here we go. Here we go. This is the responsibility. You have to be willing to build your own life. You have to be willing to go on the healing journey. Yes? So that you can show up as the best version of you. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight to build your ideal lifestyle. I remember my own healing journey. I had to make some hard decisions. On my own healing journey to live my life by design, I've had to make some hard decisions. And every time I'm going into a new level of growth, I now understand how it works. When you decide to make a change to make your life better, to improve the quality of your life, expect trouble. People don't understand this. Expect trouble. Expect challenges to come. Expect opposition. Expect people who claim to be on your side to turn on you. Yes? One of the challenges of life is when you are trying to do something different, you will not have the support that you need. Yes? You will not have the right people supporting you. Welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. We are talking about creating your ideal lifestyle. How you see yourself is how you're becoming. This is important because life is always about growing and learning. Even if you become a billionaire, even if you become a leader and you have a mega church, life is always about growing because only God is perfect. It doesn't matter, you have a big church, you have a big business. Life is always about growing, changing, learning, adapting. Yes? Learning the right lessons from life. I shared on one of my videos on my account here on TikTok. Welcome to my live stream. Good to see you on here. If I don't give you a shout out, it's because the names are scrolling so fast. The names are scrolling so fast. Good to see you on here. A 7-day warrior. That is a nice name. Some of you just have numbers. I can't even say the name. Anyway, welcome to my live stream. Good to see you on here. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from. We are discussing it. You know, I'm loving this topic because life is full of challenges, right? And sometimes you will not know how to navigate the difficulties. A lot of people think if I just make a lot of money, they prioritize making money over everything else. Only to realize you can become a billionaire and be miserable because it's not just about money. It's about holistic success. It's about relationships. Who is in your world? Who do you allow to be a part of your world? In your journey of success, if you're a married couple, are you on the same page? Woo! If you are a couple, if you are dating, are you on the same page? Are you going in the same direction, right? Sometimes you can feel like I'm not good enough, so I have to find my worth and value in relationships, only to realize that you can't get your worth and value from relationships. You find your value and your worth from your heart. Your worth and value is written in your heart. My worth and value is written in my heart. I am priceless. Nobody can afford to pay me. Yes? Even my products and services as a business owner, that's not a measure of my value. As a business owner, it's also about understanding what is the value of the services and products I provide for my customers and my clients. Yes? So let me know where you're watching from. Let me just pause a little bit. Let me know what you're watching from. Hi, Dika. Hi, Bellakin. Good to see you on here. The names are scrolling so fast, so I'm struggling to mention the names. G Warrior, good to see you on here. Those of you who are just joining, let me know where you are watching from. I am live streaming from London. We are talking about creating your ideal lifestyle on purpose, a holistic life where it's not just about chasing money. Let me make my first million. What about your health? What about relationships? Health, relationships, money. The three big ones, yes? Getting your money right, getting your relationships right, getting your health right. So as we are pursuing our goals, we want to keep all those things in balance, yes? In a healthy way. That is why long-term relationships are powerful. Because when you're in a long-term relationship, you are married or you are in a relationship with somebody who you see as a long-term partner. You haven't got time to be chasing or checking if they're cheating on you. Are they a faithful person? Because you have taken your time to check this person out, what their value system is. Yes, this is one of the mistakes in relationships. There are a lot of people, they are not worth dating. And I won't take that back. There are a lot of people, they are not worth dating. They are not in the place to be a partner. They are not. They treat other people as dispensable. They treat other people as like a cattle market. You know, in these days of Tinder, I've never been on Tinder, but this swiping left, right, you don't like somebody, you know, all this shallowness. So my live streams, I'm the coach for value people. I'm the kind of coach for real people. I don't gel with shallow people. I don't gel with superficial people. We can't get along, we can't work together, it doesn't work. Because you see, when you are trying to go in a direction you've never been in life or you've never seen in life, you haven't got time to waste with seasonal friends, people who only like you when things are working. You haven't got time to be dating somebody who only sees your dollar value. Oh yes, some people who only date you because they see how much money you are showing. You see, to become a quality person, yes, I said earlier, there are people who want a good person, a quality person, but they are not working on themselves. They are not spending quality time on themselves. They're busy dating. They're busy switching people like products. I can't respect anybody like that. Welcome to my live stream. I can't respect humans who treat other people like that. I don't care what your reason is. You cannot treat other humans like it's just, oh, I'm finished, I'm on to the next, like, who do you think you are? This is wisdom speaking, right? Just because you can choose 20 other people, is that going to work well long term? No. Quality people are busy building generational wealth. They haven't got time to be wasting, dating this person, that person. Quality people haven't got time for nonsense. Quality people haven't got time for gossip and just putting other people down. You're too busy learning the skill set. How does marketing work? Yes, so that's one of the things I talk about as a coach. I talk about position yourself in the marketplace, understand the problems you solve in the marketplace, and then just go for it. There are things you'll figure out as you're going, yes? There are things you'll figure out as you're going. I have also learned as a coach, sometimes people are scared to take the first step because they have this false idea that you have to be perfect. Welcome, hi. Thank you for following me. I appreciate you. I haven't done a live stream for a while because I'm also building my YouTube channel and it can get busy. Listen, if you want to be a quality person, you have to decide to stop wasting time on activities that are useless, like useless dating. Oh. Some of us, the mistake you make is you allow people to take advantage of you. They only see the dollar signs. Yes, you're good looking, you're fine and all that. Do not let that get to your head, right? Build your life up. Get to a place where you can decide, I don't like you, get out of my face. Where after just on the phone, you know, you decide you're useless, you're a time waster, right? People reveal who they are by talking. Listen, I like to talk about quality life, creating your life by design, and relationships are such a huge aspect in that, right? There are people who come in your life to test what you are, what you stand for. And you have to decide, is this the kind of person I'll keep in my life or not? It doesn't matter if you even go to the same church. And this is not just for dating relationships, even with friendships. Some of the mistakes us ladies make is we get attached to people too quickly. Yes? We get attached to people too quickly. So let me break it down. How do you do singleness well then? How do you do singleness well without feeling like you're weird or allowing people to put you in to put you under pressure to be in a relationship? Yes? You cannot allow spouse's desperation to manipulate you into a relationship you're not ready for. Do not allow somebody else's desperation to manipulate you into a relationship you're not ready for. A relationship is about adding value to another person. Now, when somebody doesn't even know their value and their self-worth, what are they doing in your life? That's the question, right? This is how, even with girlfriends, it may seem sometimes like my standards are really high, but I have learned the people you do life with can help or enhance your life assignments. The people we choose to allow in our life can support our life assignment because it's two-way. Yes, we also must be willing to support somebody else's life assignment. And I know the topic I'm discussing here, for some of you will be like, okay, what is she talking about? I gel with people who are people of quality, deep thinkers, people who don't like wasting time with nonsense. Yes, I bring a lot of life experience and I bring healthcare experience, business experience. So I don't have time to waste with people who are grown adults but they behave like children. They're not willing to take responsibility for their appetites. A grown person who doesn't know how to control their appetites, I haven't got time for that. Listen why this is important. When you want to build a quality lifestyle, and yes, we have to learn from the mistakes, absolutely. So this is helpful advice for some of you who are just on the journey. You're trying to figure out how to make life work. You're trying to figure out if you should start a business or carry on with your career. Hi Lady Platinum, good to see you on here. Listen, I also have a subscription, right? Which is reserved for those who are going to subscribe, where you get special videos, you can interact with me directly, we can coach directly, you know, you can ask me questions by email and I can answer your question. You may be in a situation and you're not sure what to do, you can send me an email or a text message, but you have to subscribe. Yes, be a part of that, because a lot of content creators, we have realized to be a creative, you need a lot of time to be alone and to think and to create. And somebody who is in another industry may not even understand that or may not value that. And especially people who are manipulators, people who like to use other people and take advantage of other people's time, they don't value other people's time. A person who doesn't value themselves, they don't value other people either. Understand this for yourself. To become a high value person is to understand your time is precious. To become a high value person is to realize, like Steve Jobs said, if you want to make a difference in the world, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want to live a life of purpose that is not full of pain and drama and chaos and unnecessary nonsense, your time is precious. God didn't create us to live this life where people are taking advantage of you and they throw you on the side. What is that about? There are businesses like that. They'll just take advantage of you. They don't even pay you well. And, you know, whether you are able to afford your bills or not, that company doesn't care. So it is your responsibility. It is my responsibility to decide what type of work I do, right? When we take responsibility for our lives, it is the most powerful place. And it is also a place that some people who like to manipulate and take advantage of others, they will not like. Because you decide, this is my space, and I want to do life on my terms. I don't want to waste anybody's time, and I don't want anybody to waste my time. Yes? So, quality of life, you don't allow people to put you down. You don't allow people to dismiss your gifts, your ideas, your creativity, and your talents. This is high value stuff. You don't allow people to dismiss your ideas, even if it sounds like nonsense at first. You can explore the idea further, right? I remember one billionaire here in the UK, I was listening to one of his videos. He was talking about how he had to learn as he was building his business. And as he's been building his business, he said, it is not about how much money somebody makes or how much money they can give me. Because there are people who make a lot of money, but they're absolute nonsense. I don't even want their money. You see, when you understand your worth and value, you will not sell out. You will not sell out your value system. That's what I mean. Because you see, all of us, we have different cultural backgrounds we come from, right? But we are still individuals. We are still individuals. You can decide the life you want and who your friends are. Do you want a small world that only includes people who think like you, who come from a similar background? What are you all going to learn? Yes? What can we learn from people who are not changing, who are not evolving, who are not growing, people who are not healing? What can you learn from people like that? We can't learn much, right? So anyhow, your time is important. Let me say it this way. What is it costing you if you are not building that part-time business? You see, I'm the mindset coach. You can decide to build digital products based business online. You can decide to start a website marketing company. You can decide to start a social media marketing company. You can decide to start a fashion business. You can decide to be a coach. Whatever you decide, I'm the mindset coach. My part is to help you to build yourself up, to get to a place where you are honest with yourself. We have to be honest with ourselves. A lot of people don't want to be honest with themselves. When we are honest with ourselves, we will hang around the right people. We are not intimidated by others because we are willing to learn from others, because we understand we also have something to bring, right? Hi, Hans Haber. Good to see you on here. So I like to talk about quality of life is so important because it affects your health long term. I remember in my healthcare days, one of dementia. And one of his challenges was, I heard in the story later on, he said, something happened in some of his relationships that he could never get over. So one of the things I love to give back as a coach is to help people to navigate challenges well, to not allow what you go through to totally destroy you. How to come out of challenges, come out on the other side, do difficult seasons well, and come out on the other side and still build the life you want, no matter what life has hit you with. Yes? No matter what the bound is, no matter who's willing to support you. Because remember, in this social media age, there's always people who like what you like, who care about what you care about. So you will always have a community of people who are similar to you. You will always have a community of people who want to build life like you. You will always have people of integrity who are similar to you. Like I said, I normally gel with people who are people of quality people. People who realize it will cost me something to build my quality life. People who realize if I want to play big league, if I want to play big money energy, I have to be willing to go through all the challenges. Another thing people don't realize, we also have to learn to be humble enough and honest enough that you don't understand everything. You don't understand. You can make mistakes. Yes? We have to stop pretending that You got it together. You don't. Nobody has it all together. Stop being intimidated by people who look like they're doing better than you. Focus on what you're doing, right? Welcome to my live stream. Good to see you on here. I haven't done my live stream for a while, and I thought, let me do the live stream again, because it's really quite time consuming to do a live stream. People don't realize it's time consuming. But I choose to come in here because I want to inspire somebody. I want to encourage somebody that you want to build an amazing lifestyle. But you've got all these things attacking you and you feel like this is not going to work. I don't want you to give up. There is somebody in mainstream media right now. The challenges they are facing, if I mention the name, you know who I'm talking about. The challenges they are facing on their race to accomplish a certain goal. It is so glaringly obvious to all of us, the life lessons. That when you're trying to accomplish a certain goal, there are people who will not like you. There are people who will say also, they'll say anything about you. When you choose to go a different direction, a better direction in life, challenges will come. We must be ready for that. And perhaps this is what I'm talking about. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, do not think it's going to come easily. But all you can do, because I'm going to tell you straight as it is, all you can do is take one day at a time. Yes, I can see 9 of you on here. I appreciate you. Good to see you on here. Please tap the screen. Let the algorithm know somebody is adding value to the community. It is good to see all those hearts. I like the hearts and all the gifts. I love roses. You know, let's engage. Let's grow the community. Yes, as you support others, you know, you also get the support. I've said this before in another live stream. When you are in a live stream, make sure you're engaging, because it's a spiritual principle. If you give, you get back. If you give, you get back. Yes, even if it's not from where you expect, but as you give, you get back. Let me explain on this a little bit. It's a spiritual principle, actually. When you are a big-hearted person, you have a big heart, you like to help a lot of people. Let me explain this to you, because I've been on the journey, I've experienced it myself, and I want to give you some actual helpful advice. When you are willing to help people, somebody is in trouble, just do it because it's the right thing to do. Good to see you on here. Thank you. I appreciate you. Because it's the right thing to do. Okay? Give without expecting anything back. Let me explain that. The person you help today may be the person who turns around tomorrow and stabs you in the back. Yes, I want to help some of you. Maybe there's somebody here who you are struggling because of relationships and you're feeling a little bit cynical and really hurt by relationships. I just want to help you. I've done the journey. I've been there. I know what betrayal feels like. I know what it feels like to just... It actually messed with me for a bit because it didn't make sense. Then I learned to stand up for myself. Yes, I learned to stand up for myself. It didn't come easy because I realized sometimes when you're a nice and giving person, a generous person, you also make the mistake where you get lazy. Yes, you give attention to the wrong people. When you help somebody, let's say for example, right? Let me give real life examples. Maybe in the workplace, somebody's in trouble. Yes, somebody has an issue. Because listen, these skill sets, these ideas will serve you well for the rest of your life. You will always have somebody to help you. You will always get help because God is good. God will always make sure you always get help. It's a spiritual principle. Whether you believe the Bible or not, that's up to you. These are spiritual principles that work for us or they hurt us if we're not willing to understand. So, let's say for example in your workplace somebody's got a problem, or in the community that somebody's got a problem. If you can help them, just help them. Don't overthink it. Don't think, these people are... Listen, it is more powerful to be a generous person. It is better to be a generous person than to be a self-centered, cynical, self-obsessed person. There's a very big difference between these two people. Yes? A generous person who is kind-hearted, open-hearted, doesn't judge people, doesn't care. There's a big difference with that kind of person and the person who's always suspicious. A person who's always like, what are you going to give me if I do this for you? Oh, you sure? there's a very different mindset. One person has an open heart. That person, blessings can flow in their heart because their heart is open and willing. Yes, when your heart is open and willing, and we all had to get there. I had to get there after some of the betrayals I experienced in my own life. I cannot believe that your life can get so much better when you learn the right lesson from it. Yes? When you are generous, you will always find help. You will always get the support. Yes? You will always get solutions to your own personal challenges. It's a spiritual principle that nobody can change it. Yes? Welcome to my live stream. This is Coach Meg. What's the time? I'm looking at my time. Woo! I love my evenings. I thought I'll make a little bit of sacrifice and just come and inspire and encourage somebody here. Woo! When you are a generous person, you are also inclined to have an entrepreneur mindset. You are a problem solver. You are looking for problems in the marketplace. Zig Ziglar said, if you want to have the kind of life that you want, you can get, let me rephrase. Zig Ziglar said, whatever you want in your life. Thank you, Pretty Beck. I appreciate it. Hey guys, those of you watching and interacting, please don't be shocked like this is quality content. Please tap the screen, double tap the screen. The algorithm picks up that somebody's offering value. We're building the community. All the platforms, they like community and engagement. Yes? Remember, these communities, they help us. They help us to reach people around the world. What I love about social media, my goodness, you can have a community that is global, worldwide. A lot of people don't understand the value of social media. Nobody should be struggling financially with social media. All of us can be busy building something. Even if you are struggling for now, but you're doing the work, the results will come. The results will come. So let me explain these two different people, the generous person and the self-centered person. There's a huge difference. The generous person, they give and they give. Yes? They give and they give. Now listen how to give wisely and smart. How to be a smart giver. If you can't afford it, don't give. Yes? Please tap the screen. Let me know this is making sense to you. I want to help you to heal. Yes? Those of you who give and you give to a point where it's like you are left stranded. Or you give so much you have no energy left. You give to other people and your own life is ruined. I want to help you to heal, okay? Thank you so much. Please tap the screen and share this live stream. This live stream can be life-changing for somebody. Because a lot of people have been hurt by sharing, by giving, even in relationships. And they've become bitter and angry, and it leads to long-term sickness. Yes, this is why I'm doing this. This is really serious. I'm not playing. It can lead to long-term sickness when you are still bitter and angry because of what other people did to you. Yes? I want you to heal. I want you to get to a place to realize you are an asset to the human race. You may not have heard it this way. You may not have been appreciated. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your generosity. If you are a big-hearted person, you've been giving and you were not recognized or appreciated, I just want to say thank you to you. Thank you so much. If you were not recognized for what you've done, I just want you to know, God sees you. God sees what you do. God has seen. You may not even believe in God, but He sees your kindness, your generosity. So, how do you give wisely? How to be a smart giver? Number one is fortify your own life first. Yes? Make sure your own life is good, that you are sorted. You prioritize your needs first. Yes? Make sure your own life is okay. So I want you to make sure you can afford your bills, you can pay your bills, even if you can only afford a room right now. Because of your giving and your generosity got you into a place where life is difficult and it's challenging right now. If you have to share a place with somebody else, make sure you're an asset. If you have to live with somebody else for now while you rebuild your life, be an asset to the other person. Because remember, what we learn from the people who hurt us or harm us are the lessons that we must keep for life. Yes? So one of my life lessons always It is always better to be a giver, a person who is kind, a person who is proactive, a person who looks out for others. You will always win in life. I don't care what other people tell you who become cynical. You will always win in life. So I'm teaching about becoming a smart giver. Yes? If you have to share an apartment with somebody else because your life is ruined, you did so much for others. Use social media as an opportunity to interact with others. Yes? Give yourself a minimum of 90 days. Let me say this as a coach. I'm giving you my coaching tips right here that people pay me. Yes, people pay me for my coaching tips and ideas and support. Thank you so much, Annie. I appreciate you. Give yourself a minimum of 90 days to heal. Yes? Give yourself a minimum of 6 months or a year. No dating, no serious relationships. Avoid serious relationships. Because you have to learn to take care of you first. This is important. You don't want to be responsible for other people when you're trying to heal. You don't want to be responsible for the needs of others when you're trying to heal your own life first. Get yourself. You can't help others when your own cup is empty, yes? You can't help anybody else when your own cup is empty. Yes, I know. Some of us, you create an identity from being a generous person, a giving person. So when you don't have anybody to help or support, you can start feeling a bit guilty or, we'll talk about that in the coaching. Should you decide to come and work with me as a coach? Yes. We'll talk through the different things that you can be doing because every person is unique. So when I'm speaking on the live stream here, right? It's generalized advice. Please do not take this advice I'm giving here as personal advice. This is generalized advice. Each of us are different. Your circumstances are different from everybody else watching this live stream. Thank you, Chubbs, for liking the live. I appreciate it, guys. Guys, please share this live stream, yes? Please share this live stream to as many people as you can. Every little bit helps. Imagine this. You may not be able to help anybody else, but somebody will see my live stream, they'll see my content, and it can be life-changing. I get the feedback. People give me the feedback, how my live streams are life-changing. My content is life-changing, so I know that it is helpful. And you may not be in a difficult place, but somebody else may be, and you don't know. Yes? Because remember, in life, sometimes you're doing well, but somebody else can be doing really badly. That's why coaches like me, we have a huge job in the marketplace. Because while other people are doing well, some people are going through challenges. Sometimes you're up, and then sometimes life goes down. It's the journey of life, yes? Even when you achieve your goals. Let's say, for example, your goal is to be happily married. You find the love of your life. You finally get to meet the person that you can get on with because you have been working on your life. Hi, Marianne. Good to see you on here. I hope you're well. When you finally find that person, that doesn't mean the journey stops. Life doesn't stop. You don't stop growing as a person because now you're married, right? Even if you now meet your ideal partner. Yes, you've learned a lot of lessons from your past mistakes, but it's now a whole new journey, right? To becoming an asset to your partner. Because you see, I just want people to believe in love again. Yes, as a coach, I want you to believe in love again. If you've given up on love, follow Coach Meg, follow my content. Just come and let's hang out. Whatever you've given up on because of what happened, giving, being generous, don't give up on that. It is better to be the person who is loving, who is kind, who is generous, who looks out for others. Life will always go well for you. Always, always. You can let me know in 10 years, in 20 years, Coach Meg, you were right. In fact, I challenge you. In 10 years' time, tell me, if you choose to follow my advice, tell me in 10 years' time, Coach Meg, you were right. When I decided to be generous and forgiving and kind, my life has changed. My life has been better. So let's go back. How do you become a wise, generous giver? Somebody who's smart. Sort your own life out. Get everything sorted. Prioritize supporting yourself. Build your support system. Yes, single or married. Single or married, do not get lazy because you've got a partner who pays all the bills. Ooh, I have a big thing to talk about this. Do not get lazy because you've got a partner who pays most of the bills. If the relationship changes, you are in horse manure. Or if that's not one reason, another reason could be something happens to the main breadwinner. Maybe something happens at work, they get fired. Yes, or an illness or whatever it is. God forbid anything happens, but you have to be wise, be a visionary, think. We cannot allow our life where it is now to be all it will ever be. We have to prepare for things going wrong. So make sure you give yourself a strong support system, give yourself a support system. If it means changing your career because you're not happy with who you are, especially if you're over 40, everything you do directly affects how you feel about yourself. If you don't like how you show up at work, what can you do to feel better about your work? Yes? Because to love yourself is the greatest asset. There is no other asset. You can lose people, but you can never lose you. You will always live with you, right? You will always be with you. Yes, you can be a great parent, you have an amazing family, but sooner or later the children leave, they go home. You can be in a great relationship, or God forbid you end up as a widow, you'll still have to be with you. Or you go through divorce, you still have to be with you. So this is what I love about my coaching, is it strengthens who you are, your value system, to care about yourself. Thank you, Queen, I appreciate you. To take care of you doesn't mean you're dismissing other people. I don't know where we got this. It could be from religious programming, religious manipulation, which is a form of witchcraft, where if you take care of you, it's seen as being selfish. What's up with that? That's not selfish. And you don't have to get to my life stage to realize I need to prioritize me. Yes, I can care about other people, but I must also make sure I'm good, right? Because we make great decisions from a place of power. We make great decisions from a place of personal strength. When you love yourself, when you care about yourself, when you love who you are, it doesn't matter how many people like you and want to date you. You can just be like, you next, you next, you next. I'm not interested. You give some people a chance. Yes, you have to give some people a chance if they can match your standards, right? But even when you give them a chance, just by talking, you can tell you're not for me. Because you're not in that place of desperation, like, oh, I won't find anybody. Oh, I'm getting to an age where it will be difficult to find a man. Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? You can meet Mr. Wonderful or Miss Wonderful in your 70s. It just depends on how you're taking care of yourself. What is this lie people believe, if you're not in a relationship, there's something wrong with you. But also the other side, I mean to say, it is good to be in a great relationship because you build together. Two can do more than one. Ooh, the Bible says one can chase 10,000, two can chase a whole lot. One can chase 1,000 rather. Two can chase 10,000. Two strong people on the same journey in agreement. Ooh, amazing. Yes? So, it is important to fortify who you are. Yes? So that means, I'm going to be intentional on here, is to manage our time well. We have to be willing to manage our time well. We have to be willing to be honest with ourselves that I have a habit to waste my time on social media. We have to be honest with ourselves. There's no way around it, And I was listening to this podcast yesterday about 21 mind habits. Really interesting. Some of them I've experienced them. It was an interesting discovery. Errors in judgment that people make. How people arrive at the wrong conclusion and then ruin the next 10 years. Because interestingly, when you make a bad decision, it can take 10 years to correct it. I don't know, don't ask me about that. I'm still doing the research, but it can take a long time to correct a bad decision. So anyway, let's go back to making your base strong. If you are a kind and generous person, you look out for people, you can sense other people's energy, you are an empath, You have a prophetic gift. You are generous. You are kind. You have to be wise. Because whether you believe it or not, there's an enemy out there who has his own agents who are looking for generous people. And the assignment is to hurt them so much that they can't contribute to the good in the world. There are people who are generally gifted. It's their talent. They will go to extremes to make life better for other people. But where there is no wisdom, where there is no healthy boundaries, yeah. There are people who've supported their family, they've been there for their family, and they end up on the streets, or the kids have forgotten about them. It's really sad to see, or to hear rather, that you don't have to be a perfect parent, but a parent shouldn't be homeless because the kids don't care. But anyway, that's a topic for another day. So, generous people. As you think, so you are becoming. I highly recommend not to change who you are. Your gifts and talents are needed in the world, but it's about wisdom. So, let's talk about the practicals. I know I'm repeating this, but this is important. Manage your time well. Number one, discover what you enjoy, what you are excited about. That's got nothing to do with caring for anyone. This is going to be a challenge for you. If you are a people person, if you always want to help somebody, if you always want to bail people out, you have to find something that you do that's got nothing to do with people, that is just for you. Your own space that you enjoy. It could be movies, it could be sewing, it could be working online. I don't know what your hobby is. It could be music. It could be nothing to do with people, nothing to do with caring about anybody. Kind people, listen to me, generous people. You have to make some room in your life where you are selfish and it's just about you. And I'm not even talking about retail therapy, where if you can't afford it, you end up broke. If it means going for a walk, yes, and talking to strangers that you don't have to build a relationship with. Does that make sense? You don't have to build a relationship with every person that you meet. Some people, you just talk to them. Hi, how are you doing? You don't even know their name. That is good. You've spoken to another individual. Yes? If you are a church person, you love church, go to church without creating relationships straight away. Ooh, I'm going to talk about this on another day. You can go to church without making friends straight away. Because there are people who go to church and they're into witchcraft. They're manipulators. And there are weird people who love churches. That's why some people go to church and they like everybody. They open up to everybody. Yes? So, this message is for generous people. I started this live stream talking about, as you think, so you are becoming. We must be willing to learn the right lessons from life. You can go through betrayal and pain, but when you learn the right lessons, you become a force for good. You become unstoppable. Because God has made it in such a way that if you are generous, if you are willing to even fight for people who will eventually betray you, you are worth the palace. The kingdom is yours. A person who can go to extremes for people who can turn back and stab you in the back when you're not looking. Not that you allow them, that's not what I mean, but that's the mindset. But you are willing to fight for other people. You deserve the world. Come on. Come on, you deserve the world. Come on, you deserve the world. If you're willing to learn the right lessons, that you realize people have errors in judgment, how they think, how they misunderstand your generosity. They think, oh, some people can get really weird. Yeah. Please tap the screen. Thank you, Pretty Beck. I appreciate you. Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen, guys. Let's go. Let's go. You deserve the world when you're learning the right lessons from pain. He betrayed you. He chose somebody else. Good riddance. Go. I don't want you in my space. You don't want people who cheat. People who have a... I have to be careful the words I use. They have this thing like one person is not enough for them. Gross. Appreciate you, pretty Beck. Listen, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. If somebody betrayed you, chose somebody else over you, you'll be okay. I kid you not. Here's a coaching tip. Identify. This is how it becomes easy to let people go. Yes? Oh, this is so good. I'm giving it away for free. I want you to know that I'm actually able to help you should you decide to work with me as a coach. Even if you don't, I love sharing this and ideas that are empowering. If you struggle with letting people go, right, is identify what that person brought in your life. What is the value that person has in your life? Yes? You must understand this. What value did that person bring in your life? When you recognize what that is, and sometimes you'll be shocked to realize they brought nothing to your life. Because you nice people with the savior complex, you don't notice that you're the only one giving in that relationship. You're the only one contributing. The other side is not bringing anything. Some of us with a hero complex, that is a mistake. You don't even notice that you're the only one contributing. Yes? So that is why it helps to step back a little bit and you stop calling that person. Yes? Just decide. And listen, you have to be ready for this. You have to be ready to see the truth. Yes? If you are not ready, you are like, and I can understand that you really need that person in your life. You are addicted to them. There's an addiction. There's a codependency. It will take something sometimes really drastic to help you to break from that codependency. Yes? So one of the ways to let people go is to recognize what do they actually bring to the relationship? What value are they contributing? Are they adding value to my life? Are they empowering me? When I'm facing a challenge, do they inspire me? Do they encourage me? Or do they put me down? Like, you know, how come you didn't know that? Do they make me feel worse? Oh, come on, guys. This is really helpful. Friendships. When you are actually in trouble, do they put you down? Or do they help you see that, okay, could have just been a mistake, or it's, do they make you feel worse about yourself when you make a mistake? And this is something that is hard to accept. Even in a relationship, you know, you're in a partnership, you are even married to this person perhaps, you know, you even met together in church, you know, you went to the same church. And I know as a person of faith, these are topics that sometimes we were not trained how to really look at life honestly and to realize, oh my goodness, this is a religious relationship. Okay. TikTok is asking me to do something. Okay, I needed to just confirm with TikTok. So anyhow, listen to this. I'm speaking here generally. Change doesn't happen when we are just learning generally. Real change happens when you are making a commitment to the journey. I kid you not. I'm not here like, come and work with me as a coach. You don't have to work with me. It's up to you. I'm just giving you this helpful advice. It helps to have somebody who's in your corner to speak and share some ideas, like, even if it doesn't make sense, because it's a professional relationship. That's what I love about professional relationships. And I am not a therapist by all means. I'm a coach to support you, to empower you, to encourage you, to draw out your strength. Yes, to help you to see your strength. Because sometimes we go through so many challenges in life that you only see what's negative about yourself. And this is what manipulators like. Hi, Shania. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for liking the live. I appreciate you so much. This is really good. Blessings to you. Let me just say, I speak life over you. Those of you who are here, you have no idea. You're supporting a coach that cares about people, that I have big dreams, that things I want to do. So coaching is part of me to fund the things that I also want to do. It's educational content. But I care about communities. I care about education. Because, let me say this, when I was in high school and I got really ill, I almost didn't finish high school because I understood what my dad taught me, the value of self-education. It's not just going to school, the value of self-education. Nobody can put you down, nobody can keep you in a limitation, nobody can keep you small because you're educating yourself. So one of the things I found coaching, you can even coach yourself by all means, is when you are going through your own challenges, do not be too hard on yourself. See what is great about yourself. Yes, maybe this, you didn't get it right. Maybe you're not very good at choosing relationship partners. So that is why you have to give yourself like a break, like give yourself a year or 2 or 3. I kid you not, you'll be okay without a partner. You'll be okay without somebody else. Like I said even earlier, you have to identify when you realize this person is harmful in my life. They're always putting me down. They never encourage me. They don't support what I do. You have to recognize that. Don't be blind to that, yes? Be willing to see that. And one of the things is, like in relationships, if your life is too busy, you can't see that you are in a wrong relationship, yes? Because life is so busy, it's so hectic. That is why to love yourself is to slow down and say, wait a minute. My life is still busy. I can't even see what's working, who's in my life, yes? Who is for me, who's not for me. Because it's not just about us. It's also about, what am I contributing in your life? Am I the only one contributing in your life? Yes, and this is close relationships, right? You see, the Bible talks about having close relationships and general relationships. So we have to be willing to identify, who are my closest friends? Who is there for me? Who can I really be myself? Can they support me when things go south? If I end up going through repossession because my business has gone wrong, do I have friends in my circle who my business, I'm facing bankruptcy? They will not judge me. They'll be willing to keep me in their house. They'll support me for a bit. Do I have people in my life who are real? We have to be willing to have these discussions. Yes? Am I a real person, or am I always pretending? Are my relationships fake? Do I have real people? Am I fake? Because when you're fake, you have fake people. When you're not honest, you have dishonest people in your world. So self-love is be willing to step back and see, I'm too busy. I'm too busy. I can't even notice if my family is healthy. Are my children coping? Are my children struggling? You see, we have to love ourselves enough and not to sell out, where we place our jobs as so important that we're not willing to adjust our lives and check, wait, I'm working too hard. Do not be afraid to make the change. Yes? That's what self-love is. And this is the journey I've done. And it has some challenges, but it is worth it to cut back. It is worth it. So I'm talking about generous people, people who are kind, people who are willing to make a difference in the world. Be wise with your time. Be wise with your friendships. Be wise with social media. Everybody who claims to like you or who are fans are not necessarily interested. There are people who just want to consume your content, and that's fine. When you are generous, you know you are providing value. They will not even sign up. They will not join your program. There are people who are just consumers and are always consumers. It's the way of life. Yes? Yes. So, I'm talking about putting yourself first. How much time must I spend on social media so that I can talk about my services and my products? So I can talk about the solutions that I provide. How much time must I be doing? I highly recommend doing live streams like I'm doing now. You can do them 3 times a week. Or you can do like a campaign where you do live streams like every day for 5 days, and then give yourself a break. You know, the weekend, you know, you work it out for yourself. What are the best times to do live streams? So you are reaching your ideal clients. Thank you so much, those of you who are watching. There's 9 of you on here. Appreciate you. Good to see you on here. Guys, let's get to 1,000. Let's get to 1,000 likes plus. Please tap the screen, interact on the screen if this is helpful to you. And I know you may just be joining the conversation. You're not sure what I'm talking about. I'm going to put the rest of the content on YouTube, yes? So join my account. I'm going to, if you missed the content that I started with, to follow the story, because you may be like, I like what she's talking about. I'm not sure how this conversation started. I'm going to put it on YouTube. I've decided I'll be doing that. And then you can, you know, catch up. And then, you know, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Let's grow together, yes? I'm one of those coaches that wants all of us to do well, because life can be tough. Life can be tough, yes? Life can be tough. So, just going back a little bit. Make sure you're supporting yourself. Make sure that you are doing good before you even think of a serious relationship. Because you may meet somebody who, this is not to be cynical, this is wise. You may be in a relationship with somebody who they're not what they said or claim to be. They are actually a liability in your life. They're not an asset. And you only find out later when you're emotional. Yes? Because you were love bombed or something like that. So this is wise from a wise lady. This is wise, helpful advice. Support yourself. Make sure you're good. And you are strong enough that when you realize this is not the right person, you're like, I can let him go. It doesn't mean I won't find the right person, yes? Just because one relationship doesn't work out doesn't mean you will not find the right person for you. When you start working on yourself, girlfriend, start working on you, there will come a time where you'll be like, how was I in a relationship with somebody like that? I kid you not. You'll be like, how did I accept friends like that? Why did I allow friendships like that? Why did I allow this? Why did I allow that? Because to be a nice, kind, generous person doesn't mean you have to allow people to take advantage of you. Yes? And if people have taken advantage of you, you've gone through the hurts. I'm your coach. You can heal from that. Yes, you can heal from that and build your amazing life, because the best revenge in life is to build an amazing life. Let God sort them out. Let God sort them out. There are people who never learn. There are people not willing to learn. Kid, you know, they'll learn somewhere. And what they did to you can happen to them 10 times more. It is not your part to wish them ill or anything. Your part is release it, let it go, because you can't afford that energy in your heart. You need your heart to be open and free for love to flow. You want your heart ready to flow, to receive love. When the right people come, you're just like, hey, what's up? Yes? When you become so beautiful in your heart. When the right people come, they show up, you're just like, nobody can even believe you've gone through what you've gone through. When you're telling them, they're like, really? Because you put yourself in a place of healing. You got therapy. You started working with a coach. You're like, how do I deal with this? How do I cope with those nights where it hurts so bad? Yes? Because you see, when you are building an amazing life, you have to die to the version of you that you used to be. Yes? You have to release that version of you. Let that person go. Let that person go, like, that's not okay. That's not okay. And then just start little by little, day by day, just loving on you. Posting on social media what you love about you. Posting inspirational quotes, loving yourself. Yes? You can do that on social media, just loving yourself. Posting about your journey, what you love about you, the life lessons. Don't care what people think about you. In fact, I highly recommend, this is my advice. Social media should not be for your friends or family or exes or people who used to know you. I know you'll hear different advice, but initially I think this is helpful, where it's just about people who don't even know your story, who don't know your journey, but you're talking about life lessons and how not to become a bitter, angry person, because that leads to sickness. Hear me good. Ex-nurse here. I worked as a registered nurse for many years. I've seen a lot of illnesses. I've also worked with the elderly. I've seen it's a spiritual thing. When you start losing hope about a better future, it can lead to sickness. When you start feeling negative every day, you're cynical, negativity leads to sickness. This is wise advice. Please hear me good. Yes? When you allow negativity to always continue, it leads to long-term illness. Yes? It is just an amazing thing. Hi, Pabati, how are you doing? Hope you are well. Hope you are well. I think I saw that you were in hospital for a little bit. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are well. Listen, guys, those of you who are just joining, I'm going to be wrapping up soon. It's 9:30. It's soon going to be 9:30. Thank you so much for the hearts and the likes. I know most of you that are engaging. Please tap the screen. It's really good to tap the screen and engage. The algorithm picks up. Somebody's adding value. Because you see, it may sound like this is just a discussion, but you have no idea. Somebody listening here is getting some advice that is life-changing, that they realize I don't have to be that person anymore. So let me quickly summarize some things I've talked about. We are who we continually think and see ourselves. Yes? Okay. Oh, I hope you get well. I hope you get well. Yes? Hope you get well. I just want to say and release and share and release light to you and love. When you are not feeling well, love your heart. Yes, speak life to your heart. I love who I am, and I am grateful for my life. There's something about loving your heart, loving who you are, even when you are not feeling well, that contributes to recovery. Yes, it really contributes to recovery, where you just love. Speak to your body, speak to your head, hold your hand on your head, and speak to your head and say, I love you. You are an amazing individual. You are going to heal from this. You're going to get well. Okay, yes. Speak to your body wherever. This is a spiritual principle. Speak to every part of your body. My body, you're going to do well. My body, we have work to do. My body, we are coming out of this. Love your body. Speak to your body. People don't realize this. This is a spiritual principle. Speak to your heart. Touch your heart on your chest. I love you. Speak your name. I love you, even when you're hurting. And say, God, thank you for healing. Thank you, God, for healing. Because whether we believe God exists or not, God exists. Try it for yourself. Say, God, thank you for loving me. God, heal my body. God, thank you for the doctors and the nurses. When you are in hospital, do not come with this mindset of critical, or the NHS, that's the negative energy. Yes? Do not bring that negative energy, guys. And I know the NHS is not perfect, but I kid you not. Your life depends on your attitude. Yes? When you're not feeling well, thank you, Pabati. I'm just using this opportunity to share to everybody else. When you are not feeling well, do not allow negative energy. Thank God for the nurses and the doctors. Thank you, God, for these people. Father God, please show them how to treat me well. May the right person come and look after me. Yes? Come with positive energy. I'm going to do well. I'm going to be fine. And start seeing yourself as getting better. Imagine yourself back at work. Imagine yourself cooking in the kitchen. Imagine yourself on holiday when you're not feeling well. Whatever sickness you're with, whatever you're dealing with, these are spiritual principles, guys. And on that note, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up and close because, I can feel it every time I come. Whew. I'm going to put the content, for those of you who have just joined, I'm going to put it on YouTube, like I said, so you can catch up on the rest of this. And it's always good to come back on the live stream. I don't do them as much now because being a content creator it's work. You gotta work. You gotta do the work. You see, when we are building our lives by design, it's not just about showing up online. We have to continue doing the inner work, continue to love who you are, continue to reassess where your life is, yes? And we have to be willing to reassess. There are some things that are not necessary anymore, yes? I know I haven't been doing lives for a while. I decided to it is at Life by Design. Let me check my laptop. I forgot. And I put it on here on my TikTok account as well. Actually, it's on here. I think I've got like 126 subscribers so far. It's not a huge account, but I'm in there for the long game. My goal is to be on YouTube, for the next 10 years, because I play the long game. I have a Warren Buffett mindset, So let me quickly check my YouTube account. Coach Meg. Coach Meg, appreciate you guys. I want to encourage you, just start where you are. Do not wait until everything is perfect. Set yourself free from the perfectionist mindset. Do not wait until you're really good. If you can solve a problem that you have overcome and you're really good at that, have the confidence to build your personal brand. That's one of the things that I'm really good at. Have the confidence to build your personal brand, because it may be something that you think nobody really cares about, but it matters in the marketplace, because you're helping somebody else save time. Instead of learning for 10 years, like I do as a coach, you don't have to wait 10 years. Some of the mistakes I learned in relationships, you don't have to. You don't have to wait until you marry the guy to realize he's the wrong guy for you. You don't have to wait until, somebody picks you. You can start building your brand online. You don't have to wait for brands to choose you, or talent scouts, as they call them. I don't know if that's the same term anyway. Okay, so on YouTube, I am at Life by Design Meg. At Life by Design Meg. Yes. I think I can put a comment there. Let's see. I'll just type in my YouTube name. I appreciate you guys. It makes a difference. I have big dreams, guys. I don't even talk about it. That God put in my heart to make a difference in the world because of the challenges that I faced in my life. At Life by Design Meg. Okay, I'm just making a comment here, guys. Those of you are joining. Yes, that's my YouTube account. Thank you so much, Babati. I appreciate you. The way you interact with the likes, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Listen, guys, a big life, a life worth living, is a life where you're taking care of yourself, but you're also making a difference in the lives of other people. It's the most amazing life ever. And it's a spiritual principle that it's not just about you, but you are making a difference in somebody else's life. So one of the ways to do that with our social media age is build your personal brand. Yes, build your personal brand and start selling products that you care about, that make a difference in your life. It could be just house products, whatever it is. There's so many options now. You can do digital products. Some of you, if you are willing and you are ready, I want to help you to create your own digital products instead of selling other people's products. Yes? If you are ready, I want to help you to create your own digital products that you can sell online, that you can automate. You can travel around the world and those products are selling wherever you are in the world. It's up to you. You have to decide. Yes, you have to decide. Based on your skill set, your knowledge, we can look at that, and it will not work for everybody. Let me just say that up front. It will work for somebody who's determined and you are gifted. It comes naturally to you. But you just need some support with skill set and confidence. Let's create some digital products that you can sell anytime. Yes? You see, like this dear friend, life happens. Yes? We have to be so wise in the times we are living in that we can create an income no matter what is happening in our life. Yes? So let's do that. Okay, guys, I'm going to be wrapping up. Thank you so much. 3,000K, Babati. You have done most of those. I speak life over you. And I pray that you get well soon, that everything goes well. Just remember what I said. Continue loving on you. Listen to music that you like, that you enjoy. Watch some comedy. Laugh a lot, as much as you can. Yes. I like to go on this one, a dry bar comedy. Dry bar, I think it's called. Where, especially when I'm really busy and I haven't got time to just like chill and there's nothing funny, I intentionally go on dry bar comedy. I think that's what that is. And you can watch some clean comedy that is really helpful, and you're just laughing, because laughing also helps with healing your body to recover. And another tip, secret tip from healthcare background, is make sure when you go to sleep, you don't carry any concern, any worries. When you go to sleep, out. Like, just go to sleep, no cares, no worries. Be just like, oh, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. No matter what it is, I'm going to come out on the other side. I'll be good. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Yes? Because listen, we all have a life assignment. We all have a purpose to fill in this life. Life is bigger than just relationships. Life is bigger than just jobs. Life is bigger than just, playing revenge, people who have betrayed us. Because your life assignment is what will sustain you. It will support you even when life is not making sense. When people are betraying you, when family members turn on you, when people support you, betray you, your life assignment will keep you. Yes? Because you realize my life is bigger than this. Because there are people in our life, they think your life is just about them. Yes? There are people in our lives, the parents, it could be children, it could be friends, it could be a partner, who think your life is just about them. No, our lives are bigger than our little world. Yes? And this is what will keep you strong, and this is what will keep you level-headed. Thank you so much, Pretty Beck. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Good to see you on here. I hope you're also building a YouTube channel. Let's do that. You know, one of the things, guys, let me close with this. One of the things I've realized about YouTube is I love all the other platforms. All the platforms are good, and hopefully TikTok will be okay with this, me sharing, and we are businesses. Every platform brings different things, yes? And one of the things I like about TikTok is the speed, and you can keep growing a community. It's really good. All these live streams, they help you to grow in confidence, yes? But you have to keep practicing and you keep doing it. One of the things I love about YouTube as well is you can put evergreen content that will always be there in 10 years. And as soon as you get your account monetized, you can build a full-time income on YouTube. When I realized that, I was like, let's go. You can build a full-time life on YouTube, even here on TikTok. It just depends which one works for you. You have to decide the one that works for you, yeah? You have to work out which one works for you. Test them out, test them out. You can do it on Facebook as well. There's a lot of groups and communities on Facebook. Wow. There are so many opportunities. It's easy to get overwhelmed. It's easy to feel lost and feel like, how can I make this work for me? I highly recommend TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Choose one of these three. And LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really good for business-to-business ideas. Yes. LinkedIn is really good for even as a writer. LinkedIn and Twitter, if you are a writer. Yes, if you are a speaker or aspiring to be one, LinkedIn and Twitter, go for it. And Medium. Open an account on these three. LinkedIn, Twitter, Medium, and WordPress if you want. Yes, because being able to articulate your ideas is really good. Being able to communicate your ideas and getting better. Don't wait until you're perfect. Start now. I still want to keep becoming a better and better speaker. I refuse this mindset of arrival. Arrival mindset is the slowest way to go down, is the fastest way to go downhill in life. When you feel you've arrived, it's the fastest way to go downhill in life. Yes? We have to be willing to be honest with ourselves. Like, you know what? Let me be honest with my life. I want to build an amazing life. I want to be happy in my life. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. I don't want to feel like I have to compete with other people. That's an intentional journey. Yes? Where you don't feel threatened by other people. You don't feel challenged by other people. You're just like, I appreciate you and I'll support you, but I'm also doing my thing. Right? What a beautiful way to live. So I appreciate you guys. Listen, I'm wrapping up. If you have any questions, I'm on YouTube as well. You can ask me on my page. Get in touch. Let's connect. And if you have heard me today and you're like, you know what? I'm not playing. I'm determined. I'm ready. You've already heard enough. You're like, you know what? Okay, what do I need to do? Get in touch. Get in touch. you know you're ready, you're there, like I don't want to waste any more time. Get in touch. I appreciate you guys. See you on my next live stream. I'm not sure when I'll do another one, but I will post some videos on my TikTok account. I've got a few on there, and let's support each other. I want to support you. And if you are building a brand, let me just say this: if you are one of those serious people, you are really intentional about what you're doing, you're not just wasting time on social media, I want to support you. I want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. Yes? Okay, I appreciate you. Bye for now.